Good morning. We are back with Season 16, Week 2, Round 1 of Crucible. So we do have a lot of room changes. We've got some people in the community that are definitely up in arms. I'm not super excited about the room changes. They did eliminate the 2 rooms that actually were interesting. So let's jump in here and see how this first weekend with the room shifts is going to go. Looks like we're up against Dubes 420. Dubes, if you see this, good luck. Hope you have an awesome Crucible weekend, just a little bit worse than mine. All right, so let's get in here and take a look at ranking. Dubes is 226, so about a 60 mil punch up. At this point in time, everyone has Professor X where we're at, so let's take a look and see what we're up against as far as defense. Now, we went pretty heavy on offense, so hopefully we should be able to get through this. First room, Illuminati with Black Knight and Doctor Strange. Room 2 is the Professor X room. They did bring Kestrel to stop any summons. We will probably also bring Kestrel. Probably very similar team, with the exception we'll bring Null. See how that goes. Room 3, we've got some Annihilators with Shadow King and Ancient One. And this is the new room rule. Bury yourself. I don't see how these room rules are going to have any effect on the outcome. Room 4, very interesting. I don't know. I feel like I'm being baited here. We'll find out. Room 5. People keep putting this team in here. It keeps giving me the one team that Thunderbolts can beat. Which makes me happy, because it makes me feel like I didn't waste all of those resources for nothing. And then room 6, we've got the 3 new Liberty, Kahori, and Dorm. We will go in here with some type of Black Cat set up to eliminate the revives. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start out the first room and use our trusty Thunderbolts in the one place that you can. All right, here we go. Orcus makes this team look like they are amazing. So, kind of makes me happy. You use them against Orcus and you think, man, these guys are awesome. But they're not. They could be the worst team that's released since I started playing the game, actually. All right. All right, Songbird's going to go, and then it's pretty much going to be downhill for them from there. Okay, let's go ahead and get right here with Hyperion and hit those 3. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and get in here with Vicky. There goes LDS, and we are golden. All right. Don't they look amazing? If you built them, you can use them against Orcus. Orcus is literally the only team I've been able to beat with them. In all fairness, Songbird is really good plug and play. Let's see. I think I just want to go ahead and jump into this room. Let's go ahead and grab Professor X. Let's see. I think we'll bring in Shadow King. We're going to bring in Emma. And we're going to bring in Noel and Kestrel. So let's grab Noel. Kestrel's going to be too far down, so let's just go ahead and search for her real quick. All right. Okay. Obviously, Zuggs is going to be irrelevant because there's going to be no taunt. Yeah, let's jump in here and see how it goes. There's going to be no cloning going on, so just going to be a regular battle. Okay. Don't die, Noel. Hang on, buddy. All right, so let's go ahead and clear her barrier and get an ability block on her. Okay. I think we want to go ahead and get Carnage out here and clear all of the negative effects and start getting some speed up to null. Oh, yeah, sorry. No Carnage. But it's not going to matter. Because their Professor X is gone. So this is all but over. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of Mephisto. Okay. All right. This one's in the bag. Pretty happy with that. Turns weren't terrible. We could have done a little better on health, but I'll take it. All right, 2 down. Let's see. I think we're going to go ahead and use a mortal in here. Okay. We definitely don't want her a fortifier. All right. We got Gladiator. He's not going to have any taunt. So we're going to stun Gore. And should be good to go from there. We'll see how Shadow King plays into this. I don't know that he will make that big of a difference, but we'll find out soon enough. All right, let's go ahead and stun Gore. Okay, let's go ahead and extend everything. Okay. Let's go ahead and try to stay away from Thanos for now. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're going to stay over here and use her special. Yeah. Okay. Reduce speed bar, attack adjacent. Yeah, I don't like that. Attack primary. All right, let's just go right here. Okay. Alright, perfect. Now, hopefully this kills Thanos, and all the avoiding we did was for a good reason. There we go. Alright, perfect. Worked out exactly like I was hoping. And we are good to go there. Let's see what we've got now. Let's see what we're going to do here in room 1. Get immunity right out of the gate, and I think we're going to bring in okay. Let's jump in here and get it done. All right. Okay. I think we want to clear all charge on all enemies. Yeah, let's go ahead and use his ultimate. Okay. Alright, let's get in here. With Blade's ultimate, we need to get rid of Doctor Strange. Well, it doesn't really matter. We've got Mephisto. He's not going to revive anybody anyway. Alright. That is a feature of Mephisto I always forget. All right, very good. Certainly happy with that. Now, the main thing behind that is Quasar giving them immunity, which is going to help a lot in that room because you know Illuminati is going to take a bunch of turns. All right. Let's go ahead and grab Black Cat. Okay. Let's grab... Oh. Okay. In case you haven't figured it out, we're going to use Fantastic Four in the other room. Just for funsies. Okay. Oh, Logan didn't stick around long at all, did he? All right. Stun. Yeah, let's go ahead and stun Patriot. And this should do it. No. Wow. Look at them hanging on. All right. There we go. All right. Who else are we going to use? I kind of like Kohori. All right, let's get in here. The retaliates from the thing are going to be pretty big in this. All right. So this should clear everything off of them and do some massive damage. Yep. We definitely want to go after Quasar, get rid of him. And there we go. All right. So I'm pretty happy with that. We ended up losing one tune. No doubt about it, they full cleared our rooms. We ended with a 5203. Let's back out and see if they've went yet. They have. All right, very good. So let's jump in here, see if they're actually done attacking. Okay, so in room 1, we finished with an 8369. They used a Cursed, no problem, 8371, super efficient. In room 2, we had an 8367. They used Vigilante Mirror, 8366. All right, room 3, we used Immortal, 8367. Their room 3, They used Odin, Spider Society, and Ares. No doubt Odin cleaned that whole thing up for an 8354. All right, room 4, Starjammers, no problem whatsoever with the mirror match there for an 8365. As you just saw, we also had an 8365 with our Fantastic Four Kahori. Okay, room 5, the amazing Thunderbolts, 8370. And this is the room that they could not clear. So, Accursed in room 5, they could not get through. That's the tricky part about the defense I have set up. Accursed clears the Illuminati without a problem. Starjammers clears the Illuminati without a problem. But I also have Accursed and Starjammers on defense. So it puts the opponent in a position where they've got to choose. And if you use Starjammers on Starjammers and Accursed on Illuminati, it kind of leaves one of those teams open. It ended up working out for us there. And of course, room 6, we had an 8365. And looks like they had a canceled attack. They could not get through it with Immortal. And they ended up beating it on the second attempt there with Night Stalkers. So I'm pretty happy with that. I do not know why they're not allowing us to do replays. Probably need to report that. We should be able to do replays in here. I'll get that reported. But it looks like we pulled off a round 1 victory. I'm certainly happy with that. Let me know in the comments, guys, how did your round 1 go? And good luck to everybody in round 2. Dubes, good luck to you in round 2. Now, my video for round 2 will be tomorrow, probably pretty close to reset. My wife and I are getting ready to leave town. We're going to a Jason Aldean concert. So if you guys are leaving comments, if you guys are hanging out in Discord later on today and you don't hear from me, that's why. I will definitely get in there and answer your comments and respond and stuff tomorrow when I get back into town. So just be patient with me. And until the next video, guys, stay positive and enjoy the game.